On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Calorie.
Unit of heat defined as the quantity of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius at atmospheric pressure, used by nutritionists to measure how much energy food will produce.
Examples:
Calorie calculation. Reduce my calorie intake. It would be best if you burned off calories through vigorous exercise.
Jack.
A mechanical device used for lifting or supporting heavy objects.
Examples:
A jack of all trades. A line jack. He used a jack to lift the car to change the tire.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Fidget.
To make small, restless movements, to be unable to sit still.
Examples:
Fidget with hands. Fidget on my lap. He fidgeted with his pen while waiting for the interview to begin.
Balance.
A condition in which everything has the same weight or force, something left after other parts have been taken away.
Examples:
The balance of power. Asset on the company's balance sheet. Try to keep a balance between work and off.
Consistent.
Always behaving or happening in the same way, or having the same thoughts, standards, etc.
Examples:
Do on a consistent basis. Get consistent results. You are not consistent in your behavior.
Excess.
An amount or quantity beyond what is acceptable, expected, or reasonable.
Examples:
Lose excess weight. An excess of exports. The road of access leads to the palace of wisdom.
Gradual.
Happening slowly over a long period of time or distance, not steep or abrupt.
Examples:
A gradual process. A gradual change. The country experienced a gradual increase in population.
Replenish.
To fill something that had previously been emptied.
Examples:
Replenish a reserve fund. Replenish my spirit. Please replenish my glass with some more wine.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
Consume a large of alcohol. Consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples.
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Temperature.
The degree of hotness or coldness of a thing or place.
Examples.
Extreme temperatures. The atmospheric temperature. Cities around the world set records for highest temperatures this summer.
Gram.
A metric unit of weight equal to 1,000th of a kilogram.
Examples.
Centimeter gram second system. Gram amount. How much is it per 100 grams?
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples.
Bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples.
Toxic chemicals. A chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Bond.
A close emotional connection between two or more people, a certificate of debt that a government or corporation issues to raise money.
Examples.
Bond as a family. Global bond market. They had formed a friendship bond.
Slice.
A flat, often thin, piece of bread, meat, cheese, etc., that has been cut from a larger piece, a wound made by cutting.
Examples.
A slice of the company's revenue. Slice a tomato thin. The children complained because one slice of cake was slightly larger than the other.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples.
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Digestion.
The process of breaking down food in the body into smaller, more usable components, typically involving enzymes and other bodily processes. The process of assimilating, understanding, or absorbing information or ideas.
Examples.
Poor digestion. Impaired digestion. Overeating can lead to discomfort and slower digestion.
Molecule.
A group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples.
Small molecules. Molecule behavior. The shape of the DNA molecule is a double helix.
Fuel.
A substance that is typically burned to generate heat or energy.
Examples:
Biomass fuel, smokeless fuel. The manufacturing sector was most severely impacted by the fuel scarcity.
Chunk.
A thick and solid mass or piece of something.
Examples:
A chunk of money, a tiny chunk of meat. The new startup company carved out a large chunk of the market within a year.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Tissue.
An ensemble of similar cells of the animal or plant that together carry out a specific function.
Examples:
A facial tissue. Loss of muscle tissue. The researcher separated the nervous tissue for microscopic examinations.
Correspond.
To match or be similar to something else almost exactly, to exchange messages.
Examples:
Correspond to a standard. Correspond with a foreign student. The numbers on the sign correspond to points on the map.
Basal.
Forming or belonging to a bottom layer or base of something.
Examples:
Basal activity. Basal cells in the skin. The patient has to keep a record of basal body temperature.
Metabolism.
The set of chemical reactions in cells or organisms that are necessary for life sustaining.
Examples:
Metabolism enzyme. Hemoglobin metabolism. Better sleep leads to increased metabolism.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Guideline.
A general rule or principle that provides guidance to appropriate behavior, a piece of advice or instructions that tell you how something should be done or what something should be.
Examples:
An education guideline. Guideline for clinical trial. This book will be a practical guideline when coding.
Estimate.
To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something.
Examples:
Estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Necessarily.
In an essential manner, in such a way as could not be otherwise.
Examples:
Not necessarily a problem. Necessarily true. This accident was something that happened necessarily.
Guzzle.
To drink something quickly, greedily, and usually in large amounts.
Examples:
Guzzle beer. Guzzle their food. They guzzled the cheap vodka.
Pregnant.
Having a baby or young animal developing in the uterus.
Examples:
Needs of pregnant women. A silence pregnant with suspense. She vacated the position when she got pregnant.
Slightly.
In a small degree or extent, a little.
Examples:
Increase slightly. Slightly alkaline soils. He moved his body slightly to the left.
Elderly.
A polite word for old.
Examples:
A home for the elderly. Elderly woman. The elderly woman is quite energetic.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Nutrition.
The substances or the process that organisms take into their bodies as food for their growth and health.
Examples:
Nutrition condition. Nutrition intake. This food contains all the nutrition your dog requires.
Label.
A small piece of paper, fabric, or other material attached to an object and giving information about it. Verb, to assign to a category.
Examples:
A mailing label. Label a bag with my name. The label on the food package lists the ingredients and nutritional information.
Fiber.
Thread or filament used to make a vegetable tissue, mineral material, or textile.
Examples:
Carbon fiber. Synthetic fiber. We must consume dietary fiber to maintain good health.
Celery. A
plant of the parsley family with crisp green stalks and leaves, used as a vegetable in cooking and for salads.
Examples:
Celery stick, celery juice. I like to eat celery with peanut butter as a healthy snack.
Wheat.
A cereal plant that is the most important kind grown in temperate countries, the grain of which is ground to make flour for bread, pasta, pastry, etc.
Examples:
Harvesting wheat, wheat crop. The farmer grew wheat on his land.
Digest.
To transform food into absorbable substances, break down.
Examples:
Digest information, help digest food. Most babies can readily digest a broad variety of foods.
Chip.
A small fragment of something broken off from the whole, a long and thin piece of potato fried in oil or fat.
Examples:
A chip of wood. I don't care a chip. We can use this campaign as a bargaining chip in the negotiations.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Nutrient.
Any substance that is essential for the maintenance and growth of living things.
Examples:
Nutrient medicine. A nutrient for hair. They used fast-acting nutrients on the flowers in the flower beds.
Protein.
A molecule made up of a long chain of amino acids, which is essential for the structure and function of the body's tissues.
Examples:
Stress protein. Protein synthesis. The body needs a certain amount of protein to build and repair tissues.
Vitamin.
Any of a group of organic compounds that are essential in small quantities to the diet and are present in natural foodstuffs or sometimes produced within the body.
Examples:
Rich in vitamin D. Vitamin deficiency. Vitamin C is important for immune system function and skin health.
Nutritional.
Of or relating to the substance required by the body to maintain health and growth.
Examples:
Nutritional supplement. Bit of nutritional yeast. The nutritional value of the food should be clearly labeled on the packaging.
Overweight.
Weighing more than is considered normal, desirable, or healthy for a particular height and build.
Examples:
Dangerously overweight. An overweight patient. The doctor advised him to lose weight and maintain a healthy diet to avoid becoming overweight.
Malnourished.
Not getting enough of the right type of food to stay healthy and strong.
Examples:
Premature malnourished infant. Malnourished population. Malnourished children are at risk of developmental delays and chronic health problems.
Enzyme.
A substance produced by a living organism that acts as a catalyst to bring about a specific biochemical reaction.
Examples:
Enzyme reaction. Lack of digestive enzymes. A deficiency in the enzyme can lead to a medical condition.
Gut.
The long tube in the body of a person or animal through which food passes when it leaves the stomach, the mental strength or bravery required to do something difficult or unpleasant.
Examples:
The blind gut. Gut feelings. He told me a gut-wrenching truth about my parents' death.
Bacteria.
Single-celled or non-cellular spherical or spiral or rod-shaped organisms that exist in large numbers in the air, water, and soil, and also in living and dead creatures and plants, and are often a cause of disease.
Examples:
Pathogenic bacteria. Harmless bacteria. Bacteria prevalent in hospitals are often resistant to antibiotics.
Intestine.
A long, tube-like organ in the digestive system that is responsible for absorbing nutrients from food and eliminating waste products.
Examples:
Large intestine. Intestine wall. The small intestine is responsible for absorbing most of the nutrients from food.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Extract.
A short passage taken from a book, piece of music, etc., a substance obtained from something through a specific process. Verb, to obtain from something or to remove something by effort or force.
Examples:
A brief extract from the book. Botanical extract. Anesthetize the gum before extracting the teeth.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.